welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Uganda. Now you might be thinking, Uganda? What's so special about Uganda? And to that I say, oh, just you wait, my friend. We're about to take a trip into a country that's bursting with hidden gems, vibrant culture, and stories that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even book a flight. We're talking about a landlocked nation that's home to the source of the Nile, half of the world's mountain gorilla population, and some of the friendliest people on the planet. But that's just scratching the surface. We're going deep, my friends, into the heart of Uganda. Get ready to explore the hidden facts, the vibrant lifestyle, the food that'll make your taste buds sing, and the marriage customs that might just make you raise an eyebrow or two. So buckle up, and let's get this Ugandan adventure started. Alright folks, let's kick things off with a Ugandan mystery that'll have you scratching your head. You ready for this? Uganda is home to a lake. That's also a volcano. Yep, you heard that right. A lake. That explodes. Now I know what you're thinking. Trevor, is this some kind of stand-up routine? Did you sneak a bit from your Netflix special in here? But I'm serious. This is real. It's called Lake Katwe, and it sits right there in Queen Elizabeth National Park, just chilling, pretending to be a regular lake. But don't let the calm waters fool you. This lake is sitting on top of a massive deposit of volcanic salts. And when I say massive, I mean massive enough to make even the saltiest of commentators blush. We're talking about a lake that's so salty it could make a margarita jealous. And the craziest part? The salt isn't just dissolved in the water, it forms these massive crystal-like structures that rise up from the lake bed. Imagine looking out over a lake and seeing what looks like giant white icebergs. Except it's not ice, it's salt. It's a sight that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about lakes. But hold on, it gets even weirder. Remember how I said this lake explodes? Well, every now and then, gases get trapped beneath the salt deposits. And when the pressure builds up enough, boom! The lake erupts, spewing out a mixture of salt, water, and gas. It's like Mother Nature decided to combine a science experiment with a fireworks show. And trust me, you do not want to be caught in the splash zone when this lake decides to blow its top. So, there you have it, folks. Lake Katwe, a lake, a volcano, and a reminder that Uganda is full of surprises. Stay tuned because we're just getting started. Alright, let's get down to the heart of Uganda, its people. Now, when you picture the daily life of Ugandans, forget those stereotypical images you might have in your head. We're not all living in mud huts chasing lions with spears. Okay, maybe some of us are chasing lions with spears, but that's a story for another time. The truth is, life in Uganda is a vibrant mix of tradition and modernity. You'll find bustling cities with skyscrapers and traffic jams that would make a New Yorker weep. But you'll also find serene villages where life moves at a slower pace, and the air is filled with the sounds of laughter and the smell of freshly cooked matoke. And speaking of matoke, let's talk about the food, because in Uganda, food is life. We're talking about dishes like groundnut stew, a rich and flavorful peanut-based sauce that's basically a hug in a bowl. Or how about some luambo, a traditional dish where meat or fish is steamed in banana leaves. It's like nature's own pressure cooker, and the result is melt-in-your-mouth deliciousness. And let's not forget about the Rolex, which, sadly, has nothing to do with fancy watches. This Ugandan street food is a culinary masterpiece made with eggs, vegetables, and chapati, all rolled up into a delicious and portable meal. It's the perfect fuel for a day of exploring all that Uganda has to offer. But beyond the food, what truly makes Uganda special is its people. Ugandans are known for their warmth, hospitality, and their infectious laughter. It's a country where a smile is the universal language, and a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet. So, whether you're sipping on some freshly brewed Ugandan coffee in a bustling market or sharing a meal with a local family in their home, you're guaranteed to experience the true meaning of Ugandan hospitality. Chapter 3. A Cultural Tapestry. Music, Dance, and Festivals. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive into the vibrant world of Ugandan culture. And trust me, this ain't your grandma's cultural experience, unless your grandma happens to be a master of the adungu, the Ugandan harp. We're talking about a cultural tapestry that's as rich and diverse as the country itself. From the rhythmic beats of traditional drums, to the graceful movements of traditional dancers, Ugandan culture is a feast for the senses. Let's start with the music, shall we? Uganda is a country where music is more than just entertainment, it's a way of life. It's the heartbeat of the nation, the soundtrack to everyday life. You'll hear it everywhere you go, in the streets, in the markets, even in the churches. And the best part? There's a rhythm for every mood. Feeling celebratory? Get ready to dance to the energetic beats of the bakasimba, a traditional dance that'll have you moving your hips like you never thought possible. In the mood for something a little more soulful? Then let the melodic sounds of the adungu, the Ugandan harp, transport you to another world. And if you're lucky enough to witness a traditional Ugandan dance performance, get ready to be blown away. We're talking about intricate footwork, colorful costumes, and a level of energy that would put even the most caffeinated coffee addict to shame. But Ugandan culture isn't just about music and dance, it's also about the festivals. And let me tell you, Ugandans know how to throw a party. From the colorful celebrations of Independence Day to the religious festivals that bring communities together, there's always something to celebrate in Uganda. So, if you're looking for a cultural experience that'll stay with you long after you've left, look no further than Uganda. Chapter 4, A Culinary Journey from Matoke to Rolex. Alright folks, it's time to talk about everyone's favorite subject, food. And let me tell you, Ugandan cuisine is not for the faint of heart or stomach. We're talking about hearty, flavorful dishes that are as diverse as the country itself. So loosen your belts, grab a fork, and get ready for a culinary journey that'll tantalize your taste buds and leave you wanting more. Now, no exploration of Ugandan food would be complete without paying homage to the mighty Matoke. This starchy banana is a staple in Ugandan cuisine, and it's about as versatile as a Swiss Army knife. You can steam it, boil it, fry it, mash it. The possibilities are endless. But for a true taste of Uganda, you have to try it the traditional way. Steamed to perfection and served with a generous helping of groundnut stew. Speaking of groundnut stew, this rich and flavorful peanut-based sauce is basically a hug in a bowl. It's made with a blend of groundnuts, tomatoes, onions, and spices, and it's the perfect accompaniment to pretty much anything. But be warned, once you try it, you'll be craving it long after you've left Uganda. Now, if you're looking for something a little more adventurous, then you have to try the luambo. This traditional dish is not for the faint of heart, but trust me, it's worth the effort. Imagine this. Tender pieces of meat or fish marinated in a blend of spices and herbs, then wrapped in banana leaves and steamed to perfection. The result? A culinary masterpiece that's both flavorful and visually stunning. And let's not forget about the street food, folks. Uganda is a street food lover's paradise, and no trip to Uganda would be complete without indulging in a Rolex. Now, before you get any ideas, this Rolex has nothing to do with fancy watches. This Ugandan delicacy is a culinary masterpiece made with eggs, vegetables, and chapati, all rolled up into a delicious and portable meal. It's the perfect fuel for a day of exploring all that Uganda has to offer, and it'll only set you back about $1. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the delicious and diverse world of Ugandan cuisine. Chapter 5, Tying the Knot Ugandan Marriage Customs. Alright, lovebirds, gather round because we're about to delve into the fascinating world of Ugandan marriage customs. And trust me, this ain't your average trip down the aisle. We're talking about traditions that are as unique and vibrant as the country itself. Now, in Uganda, marriage is more than just a union between two people, it's a union between two families. And that means things can get pretty, shall we say, involved. Forget about elopements and quickie ceremonies. We're talking about elaborate affairs that can last for days, involve hundreds of guests, and require the patience of a saint. First things first, forget about swiping right and sliding into DMs. In Uganda, finding a partner is a family affair. We're talking about matchmakers, aunts, uncles, even the village elder getting involved in the search for the perfect mate. And once a potential partner is found, the real fun begins. We're talking about a series of traditional ceremonies and rituals that are designed to test the couple's compatibility, ensure their families approve, and of course, celebrate the upcoming union. One of the most important ceremonies is the introduction ceremony, known as Kwanjula. This is where the groom's family formally meets the bride's family, and let me tell you, it's not for the faint of heart. We're talking about elaborate gift-giving, speeches that would make a politician sweat, and enough food to feed a small army. And if the groom's family isn't impressed, well, let's just say the wedding might be off. But if all goes well, the celebrations continue, culminating in the wedding ceremony itself. Now, Ugandan weddings are a sight to behold. We're talking about colorful attire, lively music, and enough dancing to make your feet ache for days. And the best part? Everyone's invited. So if you ever find yourself in Uganda during wedding season, be sure to crash a wedding or two. You won't regret it. Just be prepared to dance the night away. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the incredible country of Uganda. From exploding lakes to delicious food, vibrant culture, and unique marriage customs, Uganda truly has something for everyone. Hopefully this video has inspired you to add Uganda to your travel bucket list. And if you ever do make it to the Pearl of Africa, be sure to tell them Trevor sent you. They might not know who you're talking about, but hey, it's worth a shot. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about Uganda, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. See you next time.